Hi, this is Dave, Feathering Guide. Welcome to this week's navigation task. This week we've got another task from the Peak District. And again, I want to know two things. I want you to identify the feature that I've highlighted with this red line here. And I also want to know precisely where the photograph was taken. The map we're using this week is the Harvey's Superwalker 1 to 25,000. And I've got a licensing agreement with Harvey's to use this map. So let's have a look at the photo in some more detail. What can we see? Well, the main obvious feature is this valley draining down towards us almost directly here, and then it kinks round and comes back down. We're on high ground on this side of what is probably a steep valley in front of us, probably with a stream, although we can't say for certain, and then steeply up the other side. On the far horizon, looks like there's some rocky outcrop there. You can just make that out. And then on this side to the right, we've got a distinctive drainage feature coming down and draining into this sort of valley here, not right at the bottom, but some way up. And then it looks like we've got a man-made feature here, an obvious sort of a zigzag in the path or track there. And then the feature that we're looking for is this, looks like a drainage line coming down here, down here, down, and dropping out of sight, possibly into a stream, as I mentioned before. Okay, so can we see any of that? Well, we've got some main valleys. We've got the Allport Valley here, and we've got the West End Valley here with its tributaries, and we've got this Griner Grain coming down into the West End Valley. So it looked like we were on a steep slope, not on a slope, but we're on high ground looking down across the valley to ground rising on the other side. So we could be, for example, on this side of a valley looking down across and up the other side, but we were looking up a stream, weren't we? So we could possibly be on one of these looking up a stream. So could we be on this high ground looking up a stream? There's got to be other things that fit that, because there had to be a drainage line coming down into our stream that we were looking at, and there also had to be a track and rocky ground on the high horizon. So here we have these long black dashes, means a well-established track on a Harvey map, and there's an apex there. So could we be over here somewhere looking over the River West End, looking up Griner Grain and looking up with that rocky ground on the high horizon being Griner Stones? Well, yes, that fits, doesn't it? If we were here looking over, because at that track apex you can see we've got these A shape of the contour lines, this re-entrant with a stream in the high part coming down and then kinking in and joining this stream, not right at the bottom, but it was some way up, wasn't it, as we looked at the photo. We just look again. So there's the track apex, there's that re-entrant coming down and kinking and in, Griner Stones, Griner Grain. So what about this drainage line here? Is there a stream on the map? So we'd expect it to be over on this sort of nose or ridge coming down, and there's no stream shown, but what we can see is this little A in the contours. We'll zoom in a little bit for us there. Here, as we can see, so this would be a re-entrant. After heavy rain it might have a stream in it, but at the moment probably dry. But yeah, that's that kink in the contours that we can see. So those are the features. That is the red line, the re-entrance. That is the other stream or re-entrant with the track junction, and that is Griner Stones on the far horizon. And the photo was taken from, I was on this sort of path track here, a broken path, about that point there, looking over up Griner Grain there. So let me just put an arrow on the map. Yeah, from there, looking over there. So that was the answer this week. Again, hope you found it interesting and enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's navigation task. Bye for now.